have to live the story first. What does that mean? Here's what I'm going to ask. Last week, what percentage of time did you spend sitting in your office as compared to walking around the school, the university, the academy, the hospital, the whatever, the church stuff? Sorry. Think about that. If those percentages are, well, I was in my office about 70, 80, 90% of the time, and I was out there 10, 20, 30% of the time, I maintain that in order to be the most effective storyteller you can be for your donors, for your prospects, is you have to change that ratio. Okay? Now, understand, I'm not saying you need to spend 80% of your time with your prospects. I'm saying you need to be out there interacting with the people your organization serves and interacting with the people who provide the direct service. Now, for some of you, you may be the providers of the direct service. So you may be a teacher, you may be a healthcare worker, you may be a minister. I don't know what your positions are, but if you are not that person, you need to interact a lot with those people. Okay? I worked at a zoo for a few years. Yeah, it was great. It was great. I was never in my office because I was always out with the zookeeper saying, "Oh, come on, let's go feed the polar bears. Let's go do whatever. Let's go," because I wanted to learn about the animals, because I needed to have stories to tell when I took Mrs. Betty Big Bucks out to lunch. Do you know that polar bears actually have black skin?
Yep.
You know everything. Is she like this all the time?
She's pretty smart.
She's pretty smart. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. Okay, so you have to live the story first. Those of you who work in a hospital are really, really lucky, I think. Especially on this count. Because it's relatively easy to walk around your hospital and see your mission in action, right? If you have a maternity ward, just go stand up there, because it's really amazing. If you have a neonatal intensive care unit, a NICU, just go stand. You don't have to be in the NICU, but just stand there. Watch the people. Listen to what they have to say. Live what they are living. Okay? If you're at school, go sit in a class for an hour. Trust me, you will get some stories to tell. And you want to have those direct one-on-one stories to be able to tell Mrs. Betty Big Bucks. Do you guys all have a Mrs. Betty Big Bucks in your town or in your, yeah, hopefully. What was that? Oh, are we making stories about Mrs. Betty Big Bucks? No? Okay, all right. So you have to live the story first. You need to experience it for yourself. Experience it for yourself. So somebody, what does that mean? Just raise your hand and tell me what that means in your organization.